Now, I was sort of debating with myself on whether I wanted to report on this, but I think we're having too good of a day to not cover it. And this is going to be legendary, folks. This is going to be legendary. Just wait. So good old Hillary Clinton, or should I say Hillary Clinton, hashtag Clinton body count. So this is from Reason, Free Minds, Free Market. It says, Hillary Clinton says Donald Trump is an illegitimate president and Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian tool. Oh no! She's a favorite of the Russians and they have a bunch of sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. Yeah, and how exactly do you know this, Miss Hillary Clinton? How do you know this? I doubt you know anything. You know jack shit, that's what you know. In an interview with Democratic campaign strategist David Plouffe, Plouffe? P-L-O-U-F-F-E. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton railed against Donald Trump's illegitimate presidency, warned that voter suppression, social media propaganda, and foreign election interference will make it tough for the eventual Democratic nominee to win in 2020, and claimed that Russia would back a third-party spoiler campaign by Representative Tulsi Gabbard. They're going to do third-party again, said Clinton. I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on someone who is currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third-party candidate. She's a favorite of the Russians, and they have a bunch of sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. That's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not because she's also a Russian asset. Ooh! And you know this how, Miss Hillary Clinton? I'm just wondering, what's your source? Where do you get this stuff? Where do you get this information? I want to know. How are we supposed to know to trust you that they're actually Russian assets? I'm curious to know. The idea that Stein, the 2016 Green Party candidate, was a Russian asset is complete nonsense, as Reason's Matt Welch explained in this article. It's also ridiculous to claim that Stein managed to throw the election to Trump. The vast majority of Stein voters said they have sat the election out if she had not appeared on the ballot. There just weren't enough potential Clinton supporters among the swing state Stein voters. Smearing Gabbard as a tool of Putin is similarly misguided. Gabbard has articulated a non-interventionist foreign policy vision that is refreshingly different from what most of the other candidates are offering, and that stands in stark contrast with Clinton's own hawkish record. This does not make her some kind of nefarious pro-Putin plant. Well, let's play devil's advocate here and suggest, well, Russia actually stands a lot to gain with us not intervening in their affairs in the Middle East. So maybe that's why Tulsi really is a Russian tool. She's keeping us from interfering with Russia's fast-growing empire in the Middle East. That's probably the best argument I can imagine for Hillary's position. But she would still have to shoulder the burden of proof, which, again, she has done an absolutely horrible job of doing. She tried to shoulder that burden when she claimed Trump was a Russian accent, and look at Russian asset, and look how that wound up. Man, this video has turned into a circus. My God. But Clinton makes clear throughout the Plouffe. You know, I'm just going to call him Plouffe. but Clinton makes clear throughout the Plouffe interview that she is incapable of recognizing honest disagreement. Everyone who opposes her or the mainstream Democratic candidates is, in her view, doing so for illegitimate or conspiratorial reasons. Trump gets along with Putin because Russia has something on him, personal or financial, Clinton said. Indeed, she even suggested that Trump's decision to pull out of Syria might have been a favor to Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan in exchange for Turkish assistance with Trump's re-election. Clinton warned the Democrats that they will be outgunned, outspent, and outlied, and that pro-Trump forces will suppress the vote in swing states, disseminate misinformation on social media, and solicit help from foreign governments. It's true that Trump's boosters have engaged in underhanded tactics to get him in office and to keep him there. But Hillary Clinton did not lose the 2016 race because of fake Russian Facebook groups, or fake news, or Jill Stein. Clinton lost because the American people declined to make her president. Yes! Hillary Clinton is like, you know, if you're into like couch gaming, where you get a friend over, you grab a couple controllers, you get on the couch, you play the game. Clinton is like one of those people who you play the game with who keeps complaining about, my controller's broken, or Or, making all sorts of dumb excuses as to why they can't win. She's butthurt over losing the election, and she's just making shit up. She is talking out her ass. It's completely transparent at this point. I've seen children less petty than her. I've seen 9-year-old children less petty than her. This is incredible. Hillary Clinton is the sorest loser I have ever laid eyes on. I don't want her anywhere near the White House with her war hawkish crap. She's basically an overgrown child trapped in an old woman's body. Hashtag transageism. But, speaking of hashtags, there's another one trending here from Ruptly. Says, hashtag iamtulsi, trending after Gabbard hands Hillary Clinton brutal smackdown. Let's get these two in the ring! But no, 2020 candidate Tulsi Gabbard is trending on Twitter after a Hawaiian lawmaker scorched Hillary Clinton with a devastating putdown. Nevertheless, Hillary fans still maintain Tulsi's popularity as the work of Russian bots. Gabbard unloaded on Clinton on Friday after the failed 2016 presidential contender suggested that the Russians were grooming her to run as a third-party candidate next year to split the Democratic vote. Great, thank you, Hillary Clinton, Gabbard tweeted in response. You, the queen of warmongers, embodiment of corruption and personification of the rot that has sickened the Democratic Party for so long, have finally come out from behind the curtain. It's now clear that this primary is between you and me, Gabbard continued. Don't cowardly hide behind your proxies. Join the race directly. Gabbard's takedown resonated with fans on Twitter, who tweeted their support along with the hashtag iamtulsi. By Saturday morning, the hashtag was trending in second place in the United States. Tulsi Gabbard is an absolute beast on the internet. If you've seen the Democratic debates, I'm afraid Tulsi needs to get up there and be a little more assertive. She's just a little too willing to let them cut her off. They continue to get in the way and prevent her from speaking. And you know why? It's because she doesn't toe the party line. She's not your typical war-hawking, warmongering Democrat. And keep in mind that many of the Republicans are very much the same way. Tulsi does not belong with the Democrats. She does not belong with the Republicans. She belongs she belongs with the Libertarians or some other group that are anti-war. Mind you, if she actually supported something resembling the free market. So far as I know, she does not. But in terms of actually pulling us out and ending the endless, endless wars, I will thank Tulsi to support us in pulling out of every foreign country where we simply do not belong. This woman she's a damn hero. And she's absolutely right about Clinton. Absolutely. But still, there were those who believed Clinton's conspiracy theory. To them, Tulsi is not only working for former KKK Grand Wizard David Duke, who she has publicly denounced as pure evil, and Russian President Vladimir Putin. The iamtulsi hashtag itself was the work of shady Russian bots. Okay, leftists, real talk time. You leftists, you and the alt-left and liberals, let me ask you something. What is a Russian bot? Can you give me a coherent definition? What is a Russian bot? I really want to know. Tell me. What is a Russian bot? And for that matter, can you actually prove that a Russian bot exists? Are you saying that Russia somehow has automated AI-controlled bot accounts on social media designed to soft support Russia? Is that what you're suggesting? Then how is Tulsi that? How is she a Russian bot? How can she be a bot when she's a person? The account is authentic. So the claim of her being a Russian bot or a Russian asset, you can't prove it. You're just talking out your ass, aren't you? But to finish this article off, to finish this video off, With an online battle raging for her reputation, Gabbard still has a long road ahead of her to secure the 2020 nomination. The Hawaiian lawmaker is currently polling in single digits and has been smeared by the media as an Assad apologist and Putin puppet for her criticisms of U.S. foreign policy in Syria, where she believes Washington should never have backed anti-government jihadist rebels. And I agree, this woman is amazing. She's telling you the truth. She's telling you what you need to hear. And they don't want you to hear it. I sincerely hope that we get Tulsi Gabbard onto the 2020 ticket. It's probably not going to happen, but I want to see it nonetheless. I want to see it. Badly want to see it. Hillary is a bitter old scow who's just butthurt over losing the election. Don't take anything she says seriously. It's not worth it. Listen to Tulsi. And you know what? Fuck the mainstream media. They lie, they abscond with the truth, they edit, they censor, they keep cutting Tulsi off of the Democratic debates. Don't even bother with the mainstream media, least of all CNN. I recommend building up a list of independent newscaster. Please include me to get your news from. Include me. I'll cover global politics. I do domestic, I do global, I do foreign politics, I do economics. I cover globalism, the UN, the EU, I cover the Middle East, Asia. I basically cover the entire Earth. I'm omnipresent. I would also recommend you watch Styx, Hex, and Hammer 666. He covers all sorts of things as well. I would also recommend Razor Fist. Watch Styx and Razor Fist together, because they're basically almost a team at this point. I would also recommend Middle America with Vin and Sori. That's a much better source for anything than you're going to see in the damn mainstream media, which is a piece of shit. Don't even bother. And then once you get that list built up, you can expand. You can include some left-wing voices. You include additional right-wing voices. You can throw in some centrists. You can even throw in, like, the Ron Paul Liberty Report. There's lots of great voices. You don't even need the mainstream media. Anyway. Peace!